So hey everybody, we're doing a quick unboxing video. Today we got the MetaQuest 3 and a few accessories. I've been thinking about going back into VR for sim racing mostly. And the last headset I had was the Reverb G2 from HP. Let's take a quick look right here. And honestly, I haven't used it much. I tried it and it wasn't giving exactly what I was looking for in comparison to screens. So yes, it did work. It was the like probably the best one at the time, but it wasn't enough to let me switch from screens to VR. And I've been waiting for that moment because I've been reading the comments and people are saying, and other people's pages, and everybody's saying VR is the way to go, for immersion, especially I got a motion simulator, so why not? So it does make sense, but there's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't switch to. Well, a lot of people haven't switched to VR. The graphics is just not there yet in VR, and yeah, screens is just seems like the most ergonomic option, has been the most ergonomic option so far. So as time goes by, we have a lot of VR headsets on the market now, and I'm really looking forward to Pimax. The Pimax Crystal seems promising. It's crystal clear, hence the name. But you know, just the appearance wise, and it's just still a little too big and clunky for my liking. I could just look at it and tell that that's not something I want to wear for long sessions. It's just going to be another expensive device just sitting there, like we're probably accustomed to that by now. So I've decided to give the MetaQuest 3 a go, simply because the reviews is good. It goes 120 hertz, probably better at 90, seeing that I'm running a 3080 Ti, and it could be used as a standalone headset. So if it doesn't work out, I'll just let it be my go-to VR when I want to do some VR stuff outside of sim racing. And we'll just wait for the Pimax Crystal Super, which has a smaller form factor. The faceplate is a little smaller. I mean, that's, think, promising 4K per eye, around that, I'm guessing. So that should be the new ballpark where we could start doing direct comparisons to screens. So hopefully we get to that point. But I think I'll go with the Quest to bridge that gap until, and if, like I said, if it doesn't work out, I'll let it just be my standalone headset. Now, just over the accessories real quick. A lot of people will compare the prices, and it makes sense. But I personally, well, this is the 512 gigabyte. Definitely not needed for like sim racing and stuff, but as a standalone headset, it might use the extra space. So that's why I went with the 512. So seeing that that's optional for sim racing, I would calculate this as $150 less, because that's what it would be if it went with the was it the 128 gigabyte, which would have been just fine, since you're not going to really use it to store games. You're using it just as a screen. So the comfort, I could look at it from other people and just tell that that's not something I want to be wearing on my head for a long period of time, with that kind of stretch material that they got, as the headband. So definitely I went with this. So I'll be calculating the price in a more realistic scenario for sim racing. So I'm not gonna compare, let's say, like a big screen beyond coming in at $1,000 over like $500 in this headset, simply because to get this headset to the comfort level, you're gonna need something like this, probably like a silicone faceplate and the link cable. So that's coming in. If you went with the, let's say, the 128 version, you're probably looking at around 700, 750. With this, you're looking at around 850. So I'm going to be comparing it that way. And in that case, it's pretty close in price. But the fact that I'm getting as a standalone headset, and I could do a few other things outside of sim racing, with a untethered experience, no cords, it's completely wireless. I think that's a big plus. Until probably the Pimax Crystal Super you know, hopefully that lives up to the hype. So let's take out, I guess you gotta rip this. So yeah. I'll get rid of that. So this is not really like anything major unboxing. I've seen videos, you know. I'm sure you know, you could probably, this has been out over a year. Like, you know, actually October will make it a year since the Oculus has been out. And at least I get some peace of mind knowing that it's a promising device, because it has done the test of time, and there's a lot of people sharing their experiences with this. So far, I like that appearance of it, because sometimes if I don't like the look of something, you don't really want to use it unless, you know, it's really good. So I definitely like the look. It's, you know, small. The let's see, let's remove the strap. And I've been hearing a lot about these pancake lenses. I heard it, you know, lives up to the clarity. So that's something I'm eager to see for myself. And, you know, you got the controllers, which we probably won't be using much of for sim racing. We'll probably stick to a mouse and keyboard just to get through the setup stages. That to the side. And for the headset strap, since I got this headset so late, you know, I was able to get probably the newer one. This is the S3 Pro. It's like a Halo headset. And Halo mean like it sits on top of your head, kind of. This is by Boba VR. So I went with that simply because at one point I had a Rift S, and that to date is still the most comfortable headset I've worn. And that's when I realized this the Halo strap on top of the head is really the way to go for VR. It's just the design. So what it does, it kind of clinch the top of the head and hold the weight upwards, so it's not really resting on the nose bridge or around the eye, you know, the facial hair area. So, and then you got the back part with the wide support behind the head, so where I guess the weight is distributed more evenly, or I'd say more in an ergonomic way that feels comfortable. So I'll stick with that. Again, I'm just kind of running through this since I'm gonna open everything. So yeah, I'll definitely be using this headset. I like the fact that it's that kind of leatherette type of material, so I don't have to worry about it. You can just wipe it off if it gets a little messy. So yeah, we'll be removing these straps and be using this. I figured I'll just stick to the most realistic way where you would actually race in VR for a comfortable experience. So yeah, I've been hearing good things about the Quest 3, so I'm really curious. Again, I don't think it's going to be my final option as a VR headset for like hardcore, you know, intense races, but if it bridges the gap right now, because I don't know how pimax is going to work out, honestly. You know, it might have a few drawbacks, or it might not. But it's unreleased, and they haven't have a date yet. They said Q4. This is just a facial strap I'm going over real quick. So the original comes with this type of material. I could see I could just, you know, see like where a lot of sweat would get absorbed into that material. Like again, this you could just wipe off. And you know, if you're switching headsets between other people, it's just it's just more sanitary. Let's just go over the Oculus link cable. Again, this is because like for PC VR, you know, I've heard about the virtual desktop, but at least I'll give this a try and just see what gives me the best experience. So I'm really hoping that I'll enjoy this VR experience more than I enjoyed the G2 experience. The only game I really played with that probably was Automobilista 2. It worked out fine. It was a little clunky with the cord at the back while I'm sitting in the rig, you know, but not enough to stop me from using it. But the main reason that I kind of just put it to the back and just went fully screens. It's because I didn't at the time, I didn't like the user interface so much with was it OpenXR? No, I just preferred the user interface of Oculus. I like the way to do things. It's smoother and stuff. But again, if the headset is worth it and the visuals are worth it, you know, we'll make it work. So again, this is just a cable. I think it's a 16-inch cable, and this is how you connect it to your PC. So PC specs, I think I got a DDR5. I built it a while ago with a 3080 Ti. I think I'm running Intel, I think 109, something like that. I don't remember, but it should be enough for Oculus. So, you know, I figured if I was to go bigger, yeah, the VR headset might be promising, but then it's going to send me to go buy, let's say, a new graphics card. Now, like probably 4090 or something to get everything working. So that's probably 1700 for the headset, and another 1700 for the graphics card. So that just, you know, let's see what the Quest 3 does. So that's it. Let me just put everything back in frame. I'm a little sloppy over here. So we got head strap, halo. It goes like this on top of the head. I think this is like a fan or something. You could turn it on from the sides. Yeah, it goes like this most likely. That straps onto this. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that does look a little nice. And you got the head strap. So if it doesn't work out and I'm not pleased, I'll probably use it as my standalone headset. Probably the wife, the family want to play around with it until something promising comes out. But yeah, that's it.